Guys, welcome to Concept Hunter. First, some bookkeeping. Last week there wasn't an episode because I was feeling terrible, and sadly I decided not to have one. I rarely miss these. I could probably count them on one hand in the 2 years that I've been doing this, episodes that I missed, but it happens. I'm human. Let's move on. Today we're going to talk about, I'm going to mispronounce this, El Papel? I'm not sure, but it is a Mexican theme. It's a puzzle game, and what's lovely about this, first of all, it's amazing, has amazing polish, the graphics are wonderful, the sound is wonderful, the music is wonderful, it looks good, it works perfectly. Polish is very, very high level here. But what I really like is the fact that this is a puzzle game, and you could put on the puzzle game whatever theme you'd like. And what I'm assuming happened here is that they wanted to build a puzzle game, and then they decided on the puzzle game, they decided on the mechanics, and then they put on the theme, which is the correct way to do it. And they built a wonderful story. You know, it's a lucha theme, luchador. This is El Macho, and he's going to use his neck powers against to find the paper against his arch nemesis who stole it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. It works though. It's funny, it's cute, and it totally works. What we're going to be focusing on is clearly the mechanics, because I don't have much to say other than it's polished, it's good. So thumbs up. First of all, I want to address the tutorial. You don't need one. I'm going to press this, and we're going to check out a block of text and then tiny little pop-ups. Now, this block of text, I've read it. It doesn't tell me too much, and in order to actually understand what's happening in the game, you just play it, and it works. Now, these tiny little pop-ups, you don't even need them. I'd argue that you really don't even need them, but you can definitely put them there. They should be there for most people. And with telling me the arrow keys and let me move around and see that I get more points, try to get 3 stars. Everybody knows that 3 stars in order to complete the level in the best possible way. That's kind of obvious. And you collect these things. I'm not gonna do the perfect way. I'm just gonna move forward. And there's 4 of these. There's 4 of these type of levels that are tutorial and have a giant block of text and then explain the way that the game is played. So there's these bats, and when I take them, the blocks, it's like a piñata, right? So that it gets removed, and then there's these flowers, which are actually on a timer. You can see the timer, then it comes back up. If I just put it on and I move on, even if the timer goes up, it doesn't really matter. I passed it, and it's fine. All right? So these are things you don't need you don't need this tutorial. Just remove it completely. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the menu and go into play, and you could just play. You know, I'm gonna go through the first level. Clearly, there's a story. We're gonna skip the cutscenes because it's wonderful. We're just gonna skip it. But this should be the first level. There should not be a tutorial. There's no need. Put the little pop-ups here whenever, and clearly introduce me to elements as they come in. You don't have to teach me everything possible in the game. I won't remember it and it won't matter. Only teach me things as they come along. That's how a game should be tutorialized. That's a word. So this should be the first level, have the little pop-ups, and let me understand. There's no way for me to lose. There's no losing condition. I can't screw up horribly. I can only finish the level in the best possible way and finish the level not in the best possible way. So you don't need a tutorial. You just don't need one. Let's look at a couple of the elements in the game. Note that there are 2 types of things. One thing that I pick up and remains picked up, okay, these tacos as an example, gives me points and I'm done. I picked up the tacos, I don't really care. And the stars and the bats, if I pick it up but then I go back in, then it's not picked up, and I have to. These are parts of the properly finishing the level. You have to go in the correct route in order to pick up all the things that you'd like to pick up. But the tacos aren't like that. And this creates a state, specifically in this level, it's one of the starting levels, I could actually do everything with collecting, just going in the correct path, and I'll probably collect all of the tacos. But in later levels, you kind of have 2 phases for each level, which is really weird, and I kind of dislike it. As an example here, I have two steps. The first step is picking up all the tacos. Go around here, pick up the taco here, pick up the taco here, pick up the taco here. Now I'm done with all the tacos. Now I want to go back, so I have to actually retrace my steps, and now I'm starting the level. Note that this is how I've been playing, because I want to get all the stars and all the tacos. So I've been playing in 2 steps. And I feel like it's really unnecessary. And if the tacos weren't there, if this was just the level, would it be less for it? I don't think so. And I think the tacos are not difficult to collect because you don't really care. You just want to collect them. Once you touch them, you're done. So they're kind of, if you'd remove them, the game wouldn't be worse for it. It'll be better because it'll waste less time. It'll remove this two-step part. And another thing that specifically the tacos helped, but helped me figure out, but it's useful anyways. And I might just jump to a further level, let's say 10, maybe 10. Yeah, these cacti. Check out these cacti, which basically block a couple of areas. And the reason they block it is because if I'm here while it hits me, I go back to the start of the level. And my question is, first of all, it's a fine thing to have there. But my question is, why don't I have that ability right now? Oh, wait, I screwed up. This is a bad path. I need to start the level over. What I actually physically need to do is go retrace my steps. Instead of, I don't know, say press enter, and that would automatically do what this cacti does, which is take me back to the start very quickly. I want to have that ability. Why can't it just be on enter or space or whatever? Because you use enter to move on to the next level. It's a web game. So that would be really, really useful. Other than that, other than those couple of quips, I don't really have much to say. Look at the breadth of content here, and remember these are cutscenes, so it's a little bit of a story. It's super polished. There's a lot of content here. There's almost 41 levels of puzzles. It is difficult. It's a fun puzzle. I enjoy it. It's nothing that we've never seen before, but it's well made here, and the theme fits. I mean, it's crazy and insane. It doesn't make any sense, but they did it very well. I don't have any complaints about it. They just did it very, very well. It's a good game. And I like it. The last thing that I have to say is about these flowers. And I would really wish for you to find another obstacle instead of these flowers, because what they do, the difference between these flowers and these bats is very little. The bats, I have to pick it up, and only then I can pass through whatever the bat was, whatever the piñatas were. These things are timed. And so they require correct execution. And I dislike this because this is a puzzle game where you have to figure out what you need to do and then do it. There's no execution involved. And with these flowers, this is execution because I have to do this correct in time and then go and do it in time, you know? It's execution based instead of being just a puzzle that you need to think about. And I don't think it fits this type of game. I would like it for there to be less execution puzzles, in terms of these flowers, not have these flowers, and more items and things that you need to think about. Okay, that's my only tiny little complaint. It might just be me though. Adding in a little bit of execution might be a cool thing here. So yeah, that's it. It's called El Papel. It's by Killa Bunnies. I've really enjoyed it, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.